What is going on, everyone? Tim from Tirfon Orbital. Today I would like to go over an install commission that I completed on an Odin's Wrath from Jawas Junkyard. Now this particular install is special in that it will be going to the original designer of Orgus Din's lightsaber, which is what this hilt is based off. So this will be going to Clint Young, who was the conceptual artist and designer for BioWare, and he's the one that actually designed the original hilt. So I'm very grateful that I have an opportunity to give this installed hilt to somebody. This hilt was sent to me by Leon from Jawas Junkyard, and I obliged and installed it for Clint. So Clint, I'll be speaking to you directly, essentially. I'm not going to go in, come into fusion with this hilt. I've gone over that chassis a number of times in previous videos. However, I'm assuming that you are new to proffie board, so I will go over some of the basics of how to use the hilt. And we will go over, I'm going to come up top and we'll talk about the hilt a little bit and talk about the chassis. And then, of course, we will do a demo, right? So this is a very unique hilt. I've done a number of installs on this already. My version of the install takes advantage of the window and the grip. I've also added some accent pixels to get the greeblies and the gems in the grip lit up as well, right? So let's come up top and talk about the hilt, and then we'll do a demo. All right, so here it is. This is the Odin's Wrath from Jawas Junkyard. It is based off Orgus Din's hilt. Very typical of this lightsaber design. We've got a wood veneer grip. There is another wood veneer accent up top at the emitter here as well. But just a really, really nice hilt. So the first time that I got one of these in hand, Orgus Din's lightsaber to me is a very elegant lightsaber, right? So I wanted to do something elegant with the chassis for this install, right? So to get at your chassis, you want to unscrew that grip. And here's the chassis. So I did do some abalone inlay here in blue on the chassis. And you can see that through that slit in the grip when the grip is on. We've got some filigree here around that abalone that I have done a pass of gold rub and buff over just to give it a little bit more contrast. The rest of the chassis has been done in like a pewter rub and buff. This is typically what I do with my chassis. Painted some of the accents as well on this, like here and in here, the greebie work. And that's it, right? So this is a Proffie V3 install. 28mm speaker down here. This is from Smuggler's Outpost. I've got an 11 neopixel ring here for accent. This is from Shtok Custom Works, and then a single neopixel here for shine through as well. I also have a single white LED that gives us some shine through in that blue lens there on the grip. Right? Just a really, really awesome lightsaber. So to use this guy, spring side is your negative. So this particular build, most of my builds, most all lightsaber builds, in fact, use an 18650 battery. This is an 18650 protected button top battery. This is what I size my chassis for. This is a very, very common battery size. So to you, Clint, I will send you the link to get one of these. I'm sure you probably don't have them on hand, right? So once you get your battery, flat side is the negative side of the battery. You want to put that spring side down. So this was already on. We do have a kill switch up here. If you put your battery in, the kill switch, when it is in the up position, that is off. So if you put your battery in, you don't hear anything, hit that kill switch.
I choose my own fate.
So there's that neopixel accent ring, a white pulsing LED here. That's just a regular LED, and then one single neopixel.
Rey Skywalker.
So each font has something a little different in this animation and the neopixel.
Wherever you are hard to find.
Okay, so once you get your battery in, you can put your grip back on. There we go. So we get animation through that those gems on the gem and this window on the grip. And then we've got some shine through in that blue lens as well. All right, let's come down to the bottom. Okay, so Clint, this is a dual button proffie board setup. So if you're looking, there are two brass tactile switches in this vent here. If you're looking at the switches, the switch to your left is your main. The switch to your right is the aux button. So to turn your hilt on, it is just a single tap of that main button. The button, aux button, serves as a blaster bolt deflection, and also you can simulate lockup with that aux button. So the way that you do that, let me turn this off. The way that you do that is you clash the blade and press and hold down the aux button, and that will simulate like a clash lockup, blade lockup. There's a proffie board is a very, very robust board. So I'm just going to go over the basics today, just how to use it. But if you want to do a little bit more research on, how to edit your config and upload new fonts, there are plenty of videos out there by awesome folks that can help walk you through it. I would probably do a terrible job at it as well anyway. So anyhow, let's put a blade in this and do a quick demo. All right, so this is a 1-inch blade holder. This is a very, very deep emitter, right? So you want to take your blade, slide it all the way down till it's resting on those PCB pins of the emitter PCB. And there's a set screw right in here that will serve as your blade retention. So once your blade is in, just tighten that set screw so it's hugging the blade, right? And you're ready to go. So twist to activate and twist to deactivate have been enabled on this build. So to activate, to use that, right, you want to twist the hilt like it's a motorcycle grip, and that will turn on and off the blade. To simulate lockup, you want to hold down aux as you clash the blade. Let's see what else we put on here. One more.
I'm Cal Kestis.
So we get some animation in those gems in the grip, right? And also in that blue window. So it's a great hilt. I've talked about this hilt before in previous videos. I mean, I have one myself in my collection. So there was just so much room on the inside of the grip for this hilt. So I had plenty of room to like play around with greeblies and add accent LEDs and neopixels and all that good stuff. So hopefully that was a good crash course in proffie board. There are plenty of resources out there if you want to delve a little bit deeper into more customizations and things like that. Actually, I don't think I went over. Another thing that I have set up on this hilt is a color wheel, right? So when the hilt is on, you want to hold down aux and tap main. When you hear that audible cue, you twist the hilt until you find a color that you like. Then you tap main again, and it will lock that color in, right? Anyway, yeah, so this is a great hilt. I mean, I have one in my personal collection. There's just like so much room on the inside of the grip that I had like just plenty of room to play with, right? And add greeblies and add accent pixels and accent LEDs. So a lot of fun designing the chassis for this. I'm very, very grateful that I got to install a lightsaber for the original designer of the hilt. I think that's very, very cool. So to Clint, I hope you enjoy. To the viewers, if anyone has any questions about this particular hilt or anything really, please do not be a stranger. And with that being said, may the force be with you always. Have a good one, everybody.